top story at this hour is coming in from the Supreme Court, where a petition that claimed that the Central Vista project will impact public recreational zone was dismissed by the Supreme Court today, as it stressed that everything can be criticized, but there should be constructive criticism. It's not a private property being created there. That's the Vice President's residence is being created. There is bound to be greenery around. The plan has already been approved by authorities unless you are alleging malified intention over there in that process. Those were the words of the Justice Vilkar, also said during the hearing in a series of tough remarks being made by the Supreme Court over there. So that petition has been dismissed by the Supreme Court. It's going to be a major relief for the government as well. Sukirti Trivedi joins us for the very latest. Sukirti, what exactly was the petition pointing out? Clearly the judges did not see much merit in it.
Well, yes, the petition was filed by a social activist called Rajiv Suri, who in his petition had said that this particular land had been listed as a recreational area if we go back into the historic documents of that area, but now all of that recreational area is being converted to a residential area. It will affect the greenery in this area, but today the Supreme Court pointed out that it's not impressed with this argument. It said that just because it has been listed once like that doesn't mean it cannot be modified later. It is entirely the prerogative of the authorities to bring any modifications in this plan, and there are processes that have already been conducted by the government in order to get those approvals, and there is no malified in that process. The petitioner is also not saying that those processes had any sort of corruption in them. So looking at all of these arguments, the Supreme Court then made sharp remarks that this is the Vice President's residence that is going to be created in this area. It's not a private property that can just be questioned by anybody. We are not going to ask the common man now where the residence of the Vice President should be. So those were the remarks that the Supreme Court made and dismissed this petition.
All right. But Sukirti, just to sort of jog our memory over there, is that the only petition against Central Vista that stands? That means there is now all clear for the government to go ahead?
Sonal, there have been a series of petitions both in the Supreme Court as well as Delhi High Court, at least 5 to 6 of those petitions. The Supreme Court at least has dismissed one other petition by the same man, Mr. Rajiv Suri, who had earlier questioned the development project on many other issues. That had already been dismissed, and now this one has also been dismissed now. So at least as far as the top court is concerned, the way has been cleared for the government to go ahead. But yes, in the lower courts, of course, there are other petitions. But if we are talking on the more relevant ones, the Supreme Court at least is not currently in the process of hearing any other petitions concerned with Central Vista.